Hi everybody, it's Audra with Magnolia Design Company, getting ready to make another one of my little creations. This just happens to be one of my favorite transfers, and so tonight I'm going to show you how we can use this one. Right here I have just a little chalkboard in a frame that was used for a wedding, and I got a hold of it and I'm going to repurpose it for something really cute. Okay, so we have the transfer. As you can see, it's got a little bit of coloring to it already. I don't know if you can tell. I've used this, and with the red and darker colors do tend to stain a little bit, so it doesn't harm it. It's just a little coloration. So I'm going to fuzz my transfer. And if you see, I have some ribbon here I'm going to use to embellish it a little bit. So I'm going to place the transfer down here on the edge. I need to make sure that's straight. So I will I'm a little picky, so I tend to use the ruler to double check, and that looks like it's going to be straight. So now I'm taking out all the air bubbles. All right. First I'm going to, I'll start on this end. So I plan to do the wording and the eggs in white. So I'm stirring up my paste really good. Now I'm going to actually scoop a little and place it on there. And use the squeegee. There we go. I'm also going to do the eggs in white and the chicken in red. And I'm going to hold off on this part because I've got to get to the chicken first. So I probably should have stirred this up before I started. Okay. Uh-oh. I almost got red on the word. I guess it wouldn't have been too bad if I did kind of the ombre style, but I'm not shooting that for that tonight. Tonight I'm just wanting to do the red chicken. Okay, so I've covered all the screen. I'm going to scrape off any of the excess that is left behind. Well, not left behind, but there we go. That is not needed. And then go back to the white and catch the rest of the wording. Scrape off the excess. Okay, now I am ready to peel and reveal. And I'm starting with this end because it's the end I started painting on. And I don't want it to dry before I peel it because it will pull the paint away with it. Looky there. Oh my goodness. I just love this little guy or gal. All right. And there it is. And put that in the water. And, excuse me, I'm very messy when I'm crafting, so I have to have lots of supplies handy. There's the finished product. Well, not completely finished, but this is pretty much finished. There's a little space right there that didn't quite get painted. I may have let it dry too quick, you know, before I pulled it up, so it pulled up the paint with it. So, a little trick I've learned. I have these manicure sticks. I gotta remember to scooch into the camera sight so you can see what I'm doing. Let me get this open. I don't know why this bag doesn't want to open. There it is. So we have these little nail care sticks with the little tiny tip or the flat edge. And I can take a little, just a little bit of paint, chalk paint. Gotta watch my fingers. I'm gonna turn it around so I can get closer to it. And I'm just gonna run it on there. Put a little tiny bit back on there. There. Oopsie, nope, did too much. All right, I'm gonna have to fix that. But before I can do that, I'm gonna dry it. So I've got a blow dryer. Put these out of the way. Got a blow dryer here. This will help dry it up really quick so that it doesn't get smudged in case I bump it with my fingers while I'm working on it. Turn it over. Look at that. Look how crisp the red is. It's just so pretty. Okay. All right. Now I want to fix that a little bit more. There we go. All right. As you can see, I have it all over my hands already. There we go. That's better. So I took a little tiny blob that ended up there off completely. And I'm going to wipe away this little smudge. There. It's all done. All right. So now I'm going to make it a little prettier with some ribbon. See, this is not an absolutely perfect frame. As you can see, there's a little bit of a crack, but the whole reason for using this is to repurpose something that most likely would have just been thrown away. And I'm seeing that I got some paint, chalk paint, on the frame. So I can just wipe it off. I sure hope I can just wipe it off. Oh yeah, of course I can. Worst case, I can touch it up with a little bit of my white chalk paint. That way it won't show. Now I have to wash my hands. As I said earlier, I am a very messy crafting person. I tend to wear quite a bit of it. And when you work with darker colors and such, you have to be careful not to transfer it from your hands to your creations. All right. Right now I'm working in a small space. I have to figure out how I can do this a little better somewhere in my home. But in the meantime, I'll make do with this. So I'm going to wrap this around. Kind of like we do in the presents when we're wrapping a gift. Trying to make sure I get that twisted the right way so that it's consistently the same side of the ribbon all the way around. Didn't quite get it right, so I need to redo it. Oh, I went the wrong way. All right, we'll try again. So I need to bring more this way. There we go. Finally, I got it right. Whoops. I guess it could be easier if I was to cut it in two and glue it to the frame. But, I don't know. I might want to redo this frame at some point because this chalk paste can be washed off and you could do something different should you choose to do so. But for now, I'll just tie it in a knot right here. And then we have a little red ribbon and I want to add to it. This is actually the ribbon with the wires on it, so I can shape it however I choose. And there it is. In just a few short minutes, we have an adorable repurposed chalkboard that probably would have been thrown away. Well, thank you for joining me tonight, and if you like what you see, the link to my website is in the description, and like and subscribe, and you can see others as I post more. And if you're interested in possibly doing this yourself, all the information is on my website. All right, thank you everybody, and good night.